Speaking of improving, Tyler Allegier was talking about his second season with SB Nation, and he was saying being able to find my place and get comfortable was the biggest thing. He says, when you get into this league, you want to get comfortable with the pace of the game. My mindset was all about taking it day by day, and the rest of the success will take care of itself. So I knew if I could, make a big difference, it was just about finding comfort and being able to maintain full focus each day. I think this is a great quote, and I think he's right on point. This is what every rookie has to go through. Right. And guys that they rely on other people for their jobs to be successful. Mm-hmm. I need the quarterback to hand me the ball. I need the quarterback to throw me the ball. I need the lineman to block for me. There's a lot that's at stake. And I think getting that comfort level helped Tyler Allgeier become the back we saw last year when he ran for over 1,000 yards. And, he goes on to talk about, the referees and his coach. And I just thought this is some really good insight into where he's at. But we know this. We've talked to Tyler Allgeier. He's a good dude. Like, he came here so motivated. And when we picked him, I told you guys, I said, I really like this kid out of BYU. A lot of people didn't watch BYU games. He ran over, through, around people. The thing he didn't do a lot of, and we saw this, he didn't run away from people.
No, he initiated contact. He could run over you. Sometimes he could run by you. But and there's no knock on him. It's just Bijan Robinson is a more explosive guy who can run away from tacklers. I'd be curious to see how he keeps his positive attitude knowing that Bijan is coming here and there's going to be a lot of carries that he's going to be taken from him. One of the other cool parts of the comments, I love that he talks about his relationship with Arthur Smith and how he coached up Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
And talked about, again, I love this, how he curses out the refs. That made you and I laugh and read that earlier. Good to talk about Arthur on the sideline, especially the last quarter of the season.
Art, man, he can lose it sometimes. We saw it last year, and then when we talked to him, obviously he doesn't want to get a fine, so he's not going to say on the air, right, yeah, this is what I told the refs. But trust us, he tells us, and we're like, yeah, we totally agree with you with that assessment.
The Ravens game up in Baltimore, which was one of the worst officiated games of the season against the Falcons, and we certainly had our share, including the Tampa Bay game with that ridiculous Grady roughing the passer on Brady. But in the Ravens game, one of the parabolic mics that we were using, I guess, on Falcons radio, it was hysterical. It picked up Arthur totally just completely ripping this ref a new one. And Arch and Wes were laughing because it was just laugh out loud funny. But, yeah, if you sit behind the bench, you can pick it up, but you can even watch it when you're at home on TV. You can watch the lip reading. Arthur's getting his money's worth.
All right, guys, as we await the schedule, and we bring that up just to say, we hadn't heard a lot from Tyler Allgeier since the draft. First time he's spoken and doing an interview with SB Nation, so we wanted to put that out there.